CES 2026 just wrapped up, and this year's show was absolutely nuts. We're talking phones that fold 3 times, Lego bricks with actual brains, and gaming tech that makes your current setup look ancient. I spent hours diving through every single announcement, and today, I'm ranking the top 5 most insane pieces of tech from the world's biggest tech show. And trust me, number 1 is going to blow your mind. But before we count down, if you want to stay ahead of the curve on the coolest tech innovations, hit that subscribe button right now. Seriously, you'll thank me later. Alright, let's jump into number 5. Coming in at number 5 we have Intel's massive comeback with their Core Ultra Series 3 processors, codenamed Panther Lake. After years of AMD absolutely dominating the laptop processor game, Intel just reminded everyone why they're still in the fight. Here's the insane part. Testing showed Battlefield 6 running at up to 190 FPS in 1080p on high settings without a dedicated GPU. That's right, 190 frames per second using just Intel's integrated ARC graphics. Dell, Lenovo, Asus, and Acer all launched laptops powered by these chips at CES. Better performance, longer battery life, and integrated graphics that can actually game. It's not the flashiest tech on this list, but for anyone shopping for a laptop in 2026, this changes everything, and that's why it lands at number 5. At number 4, we've got the future of home entertainment, and Samsung is leading the charge. Their S95H OLED won Best TV at CES for good reason. Brightness levels are up 35% compared to last generation, plus it's Samsung's first OLED, with built-in burn-in prevention technology. No more worrying about static images destroying your $3,000 screen. But here's the real game changer. Samsung announced they're bringing micro RGB technology to the masses. Those insane $30,000 115-inch TVs from last year? Now they're making them in 55, 65, 75, 85, and 100-inch versions at prices normal humans can actually afford. We're talking cinema-quality picture with perfect blacks, insane brightness, and colors so vivid they look fake. And it's not just Samsung. TCL and Amazon also brought their A-game with quantum dot tech and matte finish displays. Your living room is about to get a serious upgrade, which is why this tech lands at number 4. Number 3 goes to Nvidia, and gamers, you need to pay attention because this is big. Nvidia dropped G-Sync Pulsar at CES, which is a completely revolutionary display technology that reduces motion blur by pulsing your monitor's backlight in sections instead of keeping it constantly on. The first Pulsar monitors feature 27-inch 1440p IPS panels with 360Hz refresh rates and up to 500 nits peak HDR brightness. Translation? Smoother, clearer gameplay with almost zero motion blur, even during the most chaotic firefights. They also announced DLSS 4.5 and dynamic multi-frame generation, which means you can push 4K gaming at 240 Hz with full ray tracing enabled. Let me say that again. 4K. 240 frames per second. Ray tracing on. The first monitors from Acer, Asus, AOC, and MSI started shipping January 7th. And early reviews are calling this the biggest leap in gaming displays in years. If you're a competitive gamer or just want the absolute best visual experience, G-Sync Pulsar is a must-have. That's number 3. Alright, number 2 is something literally no one saw coming, and it might be the coolest innovation on this entire list. Lego just announced Smart Bricks, their biggest innovation since they invented the minifigure back in 1978. So, what is a smart brick? It's a Lego brick with a chip inside measuring just 4.1 millimeters, smaller than a standard Lego stud. But packed inside this tiny brick are sensors, accelerometers, a speaker, LED lights, and a custom processor Lego calls the Play Engine. Here's where it gets absolutely wild. These bricks can sense motion, detect other smart bricks nearby, recognize which direction they're facing, and react to how you're actually playing. Build an X-Wing, and it makes authentic engine sounds when you fly it around. Put Darth Vader in his TIE fighter, and you hear his breathing and the roar of the engines. It's like your Lego sets come to life. But here's what blew my mind. No apps required. Lego built a system called BrickNet that lets all these smart bricks communicate using Bluetooth, but you don't need to download anything or pair devices. You literally just open the box and start building, exactly like traditional Lego. The first sets are all Star Wars themed, launching March 1st with pre-orders already open. Darth Vader's TIE fighter for $70, Luke's X-Wing for $90, and a throne room set with an A-Wing for $160. And the absolute best part? These smart bricks are compatible with all your existing Lego pieces. Lego didn't abandon what made them legendary, they just made it smarter. This is the future of physical play, and it's why Lego Smart Bricks land at number 2. But what could possibly beat that? Let's get to number 1. And here we are. Number 1. The absolute best tech from CES 2026. The Samsung Galaxy Z Trifold, and yeah, it folds twice. Picture this, you've got what looks like a normal smartphone in your pocket. Unfold it once, and it becomes a larger phone. Unfold it again, and suddenly you're holding a full 10-inch tablet. We're talking iPad size, but it actually fits in your jeans. The device features a massive 10-inch dynamic AMOLED display when fully opened, and somehow Samsung managed to make it only 12.9 millimeters thick when folded. Inside, the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, a 200-megapixel camera, a 5,400 mAh battery, and full Samsung DeX support, which means you can use it as a desktop computer without any external monitor. This isn't just a phone. It's a phone, a tablet, and a computer all in one device. Now the reality check, it costs around $2,500. But here's why it deserves the number 1 spot. CNET named it the overall best product of CES 2026, beating out literally thousands of other gadgets. And when it launched in South Korea, it sold out in 2 minutes. 4 times in a row. This is the device that proves foldable phones aren't just a gimmick anymore. They're the future of mobile computing, and the Galaxy Z Trifold is leading the charge. That's why it's my number 1 pick for CES 2026. And there you have it, the top 5 most insane pieces of tech from CES 2026. Do you agree with my rankings? Think something else should have been number 1? Drop your thoughts in the comments, I actually read them all. And if you enjoyed this countdown, smash that subscribe button so you never miss the latest tech breakdowns. New videos every single week covering the coolest innovations on the planet. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay curious, stay techy, and keep building the future. Peace.